Welcome to Airborne Flight Training. Coming up on this week's episode, Society of Aviation and Flight Educators sounds alarm. Clay Lacy Aerospace scholarships top $500,000. EAA to host inaugural Learn to Fly Week. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Welcome to Airborne Flight Training, a weekly program dedicated to future aviators and aviation professionals. Airborne Flight Training is brought to you in part by King Schools. King Schools has been leading the effort in producing expert aviation training programs and computer-based learning software for nearly 50 years. Find out why pilots love King teaching at kingschools.com. Now let's get into today's stories. Society of Aviation and Flight Educators sounds alarm. The Society of Aviation and Flight Educators set forth that the aviation industry is suffering an epidemic of flight test applicants failing to even qualify for their written tests and check rides. Attendees of a 2022 Oshkosh meeting of senior designated pilot examiners and FAA personnel estimated that, owing to incorrect endorsements and/or inadequate pilot experience, 1 in 5 check ride applicants never even qualifies to start his FAA flight test due to incorrect logbook endorsements. Such CFI errors waste applicants' time and money and squander scarce DPE appointments. To help solve the problem of flight test applicant underpreparedness, SAFE has developed a toolkit comprising all-in-one templates for common check rides. Subject tools are offered free of charge to all aviation educators. The formatted PDF documents list all requisite pilot experience in checklist format and provide the required pilot endorsements for common flight tests. The templates are available on the SAFE website and via the SAFE Toolkit app. SAFE encourages aviation stakeholders to share the all-in-one templates with CFIs. The SAFE Toolkit app also provides a proprietary digital architecture called Check Ride Ready that facilitates even more in-depth and extensive check ride preparation at all levels. The good people at SAFE look upon Check Ride Ready as a pink slip prevention tool. And after the break, UND adds aerospace engineering degree.
If it looks good, it usually flies good. The Bristol series of aircraft is proof of that. Furthering their legacy of safety and efficiency, Bristol is proud to feature the Rotax 915 IS Turbo in the current lineup of aircraft. The 915 IS Turbo power plant offers more power than ever before in a light sport aircraft. Learn more about Bristol at www.sportflyingusa.com.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. UND adds aerospace engineering degree. The University of North Dakota's College of Engineering and Mines announced the addition of an undergraduate degree in aerospace engineering. The program, which will commence in autumn 2023, will be offered in both in-person and online formats. UND College of Engineering and Mines Dean Brian Tandy opined the new degree program pairs naturally with the John D. Odegaard School of Aerospace Sciences, stating, quote, "With our long history in aviation and strong connections to the aerospace industry, UND is a natural place for an aerospace engineering program," end quote. NBAA scholarship winners announced. NBAA announced that its Business Aviation Management Committee has selected 3 individuals to whom the association will award its 2023 Leadership Conference scholarships. Each scholarship covers the cost of registering for the NBAA's 2023 Leadership Conference. 2023's Leadership Conference is sponsored by donations from NBAA committee members and entities within the greater business aviation industry. The 2023 Leadership Conference recipients are Rebecca Torres, Maya J. Coley, and Emily White. Man arrested after threatening flight school. Connecticut State Police report an Oxford man who allegedly threatened violence against the Stratford School for Aviation has been arrested. Joseph Sir, 31, was charged with threatening and breach of peace following Connecticut State Troopers' investigation of a complaint made against him. Police documents set forth that 2 people reported Sir's alleged threats to Connecticut State Patrol Troop G. A witness stated also that Sir made comments to his classmates implying he would, if kicked out of the school, turn the airport into a crater. Electric aircraft market to reach $27.7 billion by 2030. The global market for electric aircraft is estimated to be $7.9 billion in 2023 and is projected to reach $27.7 billion by 2030 at a compounded annual growth rate of 14.8% during the forecast period. The market's growth is driven primarily by the deployment of urban air mobility aircraft and the increasing use of electric aircraft for cargo applications and commercial aerial mission-specific activities. And in this week's Moment with Kings, we'll learn from John about minimum obstruction clearance altitude.
Now let's talk about the minimum obstruction clearance altitude, or what is known as an MOCA on an airway. And to do that, let's take a look at this airway segment near Grand Junction, Colorado, and notice it has an MEA of 15,500 feet, but below the MEA you also see 14,800 feet with an asterisk in front of it. Well, that 14,800 feet is the minimum obstruction clearance altitude, or MOCA. And that's the clearance altitude. Minimum obstruction clearance altitude is the lowest published altitude on an airway segment. And it guarantees you obstruction clearance of 1,000 feet above the highest obstacle in non-mountainous terrain and 2,000 feet above the highest obstacle in mountainous terrain.
To watch the rest of this video and many more, visit kingschools.com to find the course that's right for you. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Clay Lacy Aerospace scholarships top $500,000. Clay Lacy Aviation has bolstered its commitment to general aviation's future by funding pilot, aerospace maintenance, and aeronautics technology scholarships at school districts in Los Angeles and Costa Mesa, California, Hartford, as well as Connecticut's Aerotech School, Flushing, New York's Vaughn College of Aeronautics and Technology, and the Gold Stars to Blue Skies program, which helps the children of fallen U.S. Marines earn their FAA Private Pilot Certificates. Clay Lacy has anteed up a tremendously generous $500,000 in scholarship funding, thereby making manifest both its largesse and dedication to the upcoming generation of aerospace professionals. All told, the 55-year-old FBO concern, in addition to $225,000 in scholarships the company has granted since 2015, has pledged $281,000 to students through new scholarships. The announced scholarships include mechanic scholarships at Los Angeles Unified School District's North Valley Occupational Center's Aviation Center, pilot scholarship funding for students attending Orange Coast College, mechanic scholarships at Hartford's Connecticut Aerotech School, support for the Gold Stars to Blue Skies program through Raider Air, and Women's Aeronautics and Technology scholarships supporting the International Aviation Women's Association Scholarship Program at Vaughn College of Aeronautics and Technology. And after these messages, EAA to host inaugural Learn to Fly Week.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. EAA to host inaugural Learn to Fly Week. The upcoming EAA Learn to Fly Week offers webinars and informational gems as it hopes to inspire aviators via online opportunities to discover and explore the myriad pathways by which pilot credentials may be earned. Spanning the week of May 15th through 20th, 2023, EAA's Learn to Fly Week will address the entirety of the didactic and practical aspects of the pilot certification process. All sessions will be free of charge to all participants and include access to archived video recordings available to EAA members. Online pre-registration is, however, required. A full schedule of topics and presenters will be made public in the coming weeks. Learn to Fly Week's May 20th conclusion will entail a series of Flying Start events hosted by EAA chapters across the country. By virtue of the Flying Start program, EAA chapters welcome and encourage nascent aviators and teach them about the fun, freedom, and accessibility of pilot training in their local areas. Following a short presentation about learning to fly, attendees will be offered a free introductory Eagle flight by which they may experience the spirit of aviation firsthand. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.